on now, Spirit. Like, this is insane. Like, I literally just got home 5 minutes ago. Trying to go relieve some, get some good tarot therapy in, right? You know, I like to storytell. You know, it's not only therapeutic for me, but I get to provide some advice for you guys. But it's going to start raining, and then the sun is out. And then literally raindrops literally just started as I was walking out of my house. I'm like, is that water dripping in the puddle outside? And then in the house, of course, the caged animals again. barking, man. Talk about a safe space. And this is why I booked a flight ticket to go somewhere. Man. Make sure I know what I'm doing. I had to research it a little bit more. But yeah, the morning was going good, man. I didn't go to the beach, but I spent a couple hours in the airport trying to get the best flight I could. Because I wanted to do travel. This is something that I should have did last year, but I just keep getting stuck in and stagnant. And every time I wait, things get worse and worse and worse. But yeah, man, we're still trying to make it do what it do. I'm about to go out to the park, hopefully shoot some tarot. I already did the Aries reading. Hopefully you guys like that reading. I was out and about in my old neighborhood. Well, near my school, actually. I can't take you guys near my old neighborhood. But near my old school. Yeah, they still building at high rises and putting businesses around the area, man. I swear they know how to build a cemetery from the ground up and make it look like, you know, someplace you want to be. But yeah, it's been a minute, man. Sometimes you just got to get out. I could already see the dark clouds. You got the dark clouds, the great clouds over there somewhere. I'm pretty sure it's a channeled message. You know, you got the sun out, so you got if that's not the sun and the moon out at the same time, I don't know what it is. But yeah, we're about to get ready to have some rain. Last time I channeled the rain, someone was crying. Come to find out, I got the confirmation. I mean, people can be crying at any time of the day, but the signs and synchronicity, it's just like they say when a tree falls, is anyone around to hear it, right? Someone may be raining, but do they have a shoulder to cry on, or is anyone around to help them out with this situation, right? People out there wanting money, people out there wanting love, people out there just wanting a peace of mind, you know, ready to pull their hair out, ready to dye their hair, everything, right? They say cutting your hair is a part of releasing and letting go and starting over. Women do that, even though men hate it, right? Because that's your divinity, right? That's pretty much what enticed angels to come into women, because of long hair, right? Just like how women love, just as much as women down here on this 3D plane love security and love hypergamy and love money. Yeah, man. That's one of the secret wisdoms that you will find when you look deeper and further into these things, right? How the angels, they loved men so much, even though God was kind of like through with them at some point, right? Again, Lucifer came down here to teach. He's like, yo, this y'all last chance, man. God's about to kill every single last one of y'all, so let me give y'all some tools. Let me teach you about love. Let me teach you about music, dance. Let me teach you about art, science, all this stuff, right? But again, people will they'll make you look like a bad person, or the outside is what they'll judge instead of looking deep within and seeing what the actual value is there, like a diamond in the rough. Even today, this morning, I actually reached out to someone who I thought, right? Again, it's always a thought, what you thought. But yeah, I mean, there's still good friendships and things there, but some of these relationships may be platonic, right? The soulmate union isn't always something romantic, man. Again, it can be a pet, right? Or it could be one of your friends, right? A family member or something like that, or a stranger that you just become really acquainted with, right? And then a lot of us are even deeper into the soulmate journey as well. You're just trying to find your true counterpart. Really, it's another, if you think about it, it's another one of those Disney bedtime stories, because people spend their whole lives trying to find love, pretty much. Now, think how hard it is to actually find soul recognition with someone. And the only thing that you can go off of is, first of all, you have to have some sort of an integrity or stand on some sort of a boundary or system or whatever it is to be able to be centered in yourself, so that when you find a person, you're not just clouded by, oh, I'm black, so it's not... the person that I'm with is supposed to be black, they're not white, or vice versa. I'm a white chick, so the person that I'm supposed to be with, it has to be a white guy. Or maybe you're a rich person and you're like, oh my God, like I'm used to growing on yachts and I'm used to flying these wild trips all around the world. The person that I'm supposed to be with can't possibly be a regular mundane person, right? You learn differences between people. You learn, it's just, you basically get to get a second opinion on how the world is viewed, right? You don't always want this one clouded view of what you think you should have or what the expectation be, right? When you get gifts on your birthday, you don't know what's inside that box. But people turn down these social gatherings, right? Turn down dates, man. They turn down relationships. They turn down marriage. People turn down toxicity from other people, right? Maybe you may be attracted to someone and maybe you start to see things about them that you don't like, you know, the negativity of it, right? You know, no one's perfect. If we all were perfect, there would be no reason for us to be down here. It's like, I think it would be boring, right? But yeah, it ain't catch me off guard today, even though the rain's trying to come in. But again, we'll see. We still have a lot more life to live, man. I know y'all like, what is you talking about right now? There goes the thunder coming in. So I don't even know if I can set up. I want to do Aries, Cancer, who else? Libra and Capricorn. I believe those are the fixed signs. But yeah, so let's go ahead and do it. If I get a good half hour, because I already did Aries earlier today, I uploaded it. If I get to do these other three, that'll be good for today. I'm not going to drain too much of my energy, man. Probably think of some things to do. We'll see, because I really want to travel and get out. But if I can, because you never want to take a day off. Like people take days off on their birthday or take off on the holidays when they pay you double, right? You know, it's like, why take a day off to spend money? I mean, vacations and all that stuff, you want to take time off, but it's like, I don't know. I'll let it sit. I got the flight circulating. They done sent me all the flight details and things like that, right? I want to go to, everyone wants to go. Like even the children of my mother, it's like, why are you and your friends? Like, well, not her and her friends, but everyone in general. Like, even when I go online in these comment section in these YouTube streets and things like that, people are talking about going to Vegas and things like that. So I'm like, man, I swear again, it's always the poorest people, right, that have no money, that's always on vacation every time you see them, right? So I just went ahead and booked my flight. And supposed to be leaving out Thursday night, right? Drop down or touchdown after 12 p.m., which will be Friday. Get me some sleep, Airbnb or something like that. Wake up and start exploring, right? Might be able to hit the jackpot at the casino, man. I leave here, you know, and then come back with a bag, right? Might be able to find me a nice little gig as well, right? Little side little gig, you know, like some entertainers say, I got more jobs than a Jamaican, aka I keep a job. Man, you need to be trying to build from the ground up and keep your own thing. Like me, again, I have a skill or I have a talent that I can pick up and take with me. I can't pick up and take my Burger King or McDonald's job with me. I can't pick up my corporate plantation job that I've been working for 10 years that I finally got a $40,000 a year salary on. You people change their lives and their families up like that. But when you have a business, again, it may not look like anything to you, but I've made money from it and I'm learning business hacks. The thing is, I spend more time talking, right, than actually inputting these things. But the thing about me is I usually end up going back over my work sometimes, like especially when I get into my heavy editing stages and things like that. I'll go back over things that I said and I'll rethink them over just to clarify some things on my end. So if I ever end up talking about them again, you know, I have more stuff to add to it. But yeah, I guess it's not gonna rain. They're gonna give me a chance to put out some tarot readings today. They must know that I'm not feeling too good. Union, such a fleeting thing, right? You never know. Could also be a test, right? your commitment could always be being tested, right? We remember sometimes we get turned down from things, or things get taken away from us, like my children. They're taken away from me, but that's only to really how I feel. It's just to put me on this path that I was meant to be on anyway. Like, I shouldn't have had kids anyways. Like, just like the doctors told me, like, you'll never be able to go out and get a job. You'll never be able to have kids. You'll never be able to do anything. And I try to push through these things as much as I can. But people get tired sometimes. So, you know, my children isn't in harm's way, so to speak, right? So, but yeah, a lot of what I do is for not only myself, my children, and the people around me, you know. Again, they'll be able to look back on all these ideas and things that I had, even if I'm gone, you know. And they'll be able to be like, you know, he came a long way. Look at that journey. Because it's been about 2 years so far since I've literally been doing a lot of this content stuff. Again, the previous video, show you guys Young Circle. That was pretty much right before my birthday 2 years ago, before my relationship ended, pretty much. Yeah, I was out there with my children and their mother. We were still in a relationship and all that type of stuff. That was a very triggering or tragic or traumatic time, you know, that I've kind of had to deal with and kind of sweep under the rug. And every now and then I would peek under the rug and be like, yep, it's still there. Try to clean up a little bit, right? But I really shouldn't have had been in that relationship, to be honest with you. But again, you hear the doctors and all these types of things, and you try to forge your way. Like, I know I didn't want to be in a relationship with her, but I knew that I was gonna die, right? So I'm like, let's check as many of these boxes off. Like, can you at least act like you want to be in a relationship? Which she did, right? She came to me with all her flaws and all her wants and all her needs and her desires and that sort of thing, right? Now it's just like, all I need is a child. We ended up having 2 children. You know, the way the universe works, it's like the universe is like, nah, we're just giving you this person for this season. You're trying to keep this person and build a legacy with this person that you know you shouldn't be. Capricorn, right? Heavy karmic energy. Yeah, it worked out for about 7 years, a 7-year curse. Right? Let me stop. Some good times, some bad times, man. It's like with everything, man. When you rip a Band-Aid off, it hurts. Or when you have a long connection with someone, you know, there's still attachments there. I'm able-bodied and mature enough to detach myself and not place myself in karmic. It's not like I can't be there still. It's just, you know, there's a time and a place for everything. And every time I think I'm supposed to be doing something right, what you thought, God's like, nope. No. Like the dang plane ticket I brought earlier. These people tried to sell me almost a $300 plane ticket. How about I booked the flight myself and it was less than $100? Again, use your intuition, right? Like, okay, you guys are bullshitting me right now. But yeah, man, union is so fleeting, man. When we talk about these whole twin flame and this soulmate thing, why can't we just have simple love, right? Why can't people just be regular, right? Why we got to come up with all these extra mundane terms to make people feel like it's this big, I don't know, like, and the word actually got kind of dull, or the phrase got kind of dull. Again, this is me talking about the esoteric community when it comes to like relationships and things like that. We talk about it a lot in tarot and you know, the journey through the tarot of the Fool, you know, going through his journey, the Lovers, Gemini, and all that type of stuff, Union, which is actually becoming one with yourself. Some people are blessed enough to find their romantic connection that they're supposed to be with, right? Past life type stuff, right? Crazy. But then again, people will wait around and keep waiting, right? Until there's nothing else left in the tank, and then they're like women, where all the good men are. You spent your whole young years doing something that you're not supposed to do. Right? Or maybe you just genuinely enjoyed it, and now you want to get married, and now you want to have a children, and now there's a time limit, but you're still you still have all these restrictions on yourself of what the ideal blessing that has been put into your life. And it's weird because, let's just put it like, for me to find a black girl that likes anime, that knows how to draw, that knows how to sing and dance, that knows how to cook, I mean, yeah, I get it. Again, I would think that maybe I'm gonna marry a black woman someday, but that's probably not the case, and that's not realistic. However much I want it to be, even being talking about black and white so much, and people wanting spiritualists to go into politics and all this type of stuff, right? It's like they would expect to see certain things, right? And it's weird because they would say, "Are you black? You better be with a black woman, because how are you gonna be with somebody that's not black and you talking about black stuff?" But it's like the best way to show people how to cooperate and integrate is to do it. Like you show people what you are made of, right? You don't just talk about interracial and let's be peaceful and let's love each other. You show people what interracial couples look like, what intermingling looks like. Why are we worried about all this stuff? Like our grandparents wasn't worried about gay and lesbian and all this other shit, twin flame and all this other stuff. They genuinely they courted each other, they fell in love with each other, and they shared time with each other, right? Even in my family, my father's the youngest of 11 brothers and sisters. 3 of his brothers married white women, right? They were fairly attractive, right? But yeah, kind of sucks sometimes when you want one particular one, man. When you want one thing, and it still feels like if I can't have that one thing that I desire, which would be the muse or which would be the love, right? It's like, what's the whole point of this empty existence, right? But I'm gonna stop rambling. There goes the thunder and the lightning. See if I can crack out a few readings while there's still no rain out. And yeah, man, hopefully you guys enjoy. Hopefully you guys meet your lovers and your marriage partners and your soulmates and your twin flames, and stop worried about it so much. That's the one thing. You actually have to take your mind off of it, man. Try something else sometimes. Again, you usually find the things that you want when you're not trying to find it so hard, right? I could very well get on a plane Thursday and find myself wherever, right? In Vegas. You know, everything crazy happens in Vegas, right? Yeah, or go to New York, right? Tony to New York, and you know, run into so many different people in New York, right? That would be the crazy. And so many interracial couples were just born out of that melting pot alone. So again, America is just one big melting pot at the end of the day. The world is one big melting pot, right? The best thing for you to do is try to latch on people that genuinely love or genuinely in love with you, because again, a 50-year-old man, or whatever the case may be, a 33-year-old man or a 33-year-old woman waiting until next thing you know, you can't have children, or next thing you know, someone you want to get married finally, and then some woman pops up out of nowhere talking about these are your children and all this type of stuff, man. You never know what could happen. But I guess that's just the world, right? You can never really pin down with the world what's going to happen with the world, right? We could very well wake up tomorrow and all of us would be burning up in this bitch, right? You'll never have that love, right? You'll never have a chance to experience that. You'll never do what you wanted again, because time is up. Just like this rain, it's about to come out of nowhere. But anyways, catch you guys on the next one. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Deuces.